Hello again, it's Joey John Maguire. Uh, I'm in my favourite pub once again, the Plough and Harrow, at Witherspoon's pub in Hammersmith. That's London, United Kingdom. About to recite my latest poem I wrote in the early hours of this morning. Uh, this poem is in response, my thoughts on uh, an article I saw in the Metro newspaper, which is the freebie morning London newspaper weekdays. But I saw this advert, and being an ex-soldier myself who has a head injury and suffer with post-traumatic stress disorder, I couldn't help but give my opinion on this, as I too am being pulled in by the working pensions people on October the 10th. So wish me luck. You can see what it says, and there's the poor lad who represented his country, who has been badly let down. Yet again, I'll say. So here we go. My latest poem, and it's called Meccano Man. Where once I used to welcome the sound of his returning footsteps, now I find myself haunted by the uneven rattle of his gait. And far from being returned home safely, you gave him back well used, his head and other pieces missing. Still, I was grateful for one thing, that he came back at all, and minus the box, a plus. I remember we all cried tears of joy that day. Just look at us now. Who would have thought it, my once beautiful family, humiliated and destroyed? Since his homecoming, I have watched life itself drain from him. The ticker tape receptions and medal parade, but a distant memory, and pride has turned to bitterness as I watch him being discarded, cast aside like an unwanted toy, services no longer required, unable to work, and almost invisible. It's hard to watch as the soul of a young man dies, especially when he is your own, of your loins. Better a bullet through the head, a quick end, rather than this slow, lingering death, limping through life and grasping any thread left, begging for handouts. You'll have no more of my sons, not to be treated like that, and I'll take a gun to them myself before I let you borrow from me again, because you have taught me a whole new meaning to the words on loan. I think apologies are in order. Not that I think my son will ever get them. And all you smooth-talking politicians who took him in the first place would benefit from some humble gratitude by bowing your heads in shame, honoring your debt. I gave you my son, an item of perfection, my own brave little hero, and what is he now? Half man, half Meccano, half dead and half alive. Never once did I think I'd secretly pray for him to die, but sadly I do now, because I can't stand the sniggers of the ignorant, and the behind-the-back looks and comments each time he enters and leaves the room, especially the old chestnuts. It's his own fault for joining, and not in my name he didn't. He is my son. I have to watch as you humiliate him, strip him of his dignity, and although he was once too proud to beg, he now finds he has to, that or die, reduced to a pauper, services no longer required. We are good people, a once proud family. Take warning not to come knocking again. You have abused our kind hospitality with your ingratitude. So begone, you bastards! I hope life brings for you your just deserts. And heed this: don't forget to hang your heads in shame.